One of the keys to retention for your real estate company, whether it's a real estate team or a real estate brokerage, there's some critical things that you got to be focused on. And one of the main things, and it's funny because the reason I'm shooting this video even is because it came up maybe 3 times at least this week, maybe even more. But just recently, this is why I decided to go live. Just recently, I was chatting with somebody and they were talking about how to make my team like deal with retention, right? And how do I like reward people that are doing really well and they're kind of circling the periphery, they're not super engaged at the moment. How do I retain them? And one of the things we have to really think about and understand conceptually is going to be that a lot of people look at training organizations, teams, people that have a really heavy emphasis on mentoring, they look at them very much as a stepping stone in their career. So if you go into any, real estate, or I would imagine it's the same with other verticals, but anyways, with real estate forum, right? You go on a Facebook, there's lab code agents and real estate mastermind, and you go and you say, I'm a new agent, I'm looking for help, I need mentoring, I don't think I'm getting the right guidance. Well, you'll get 1,000 people that try to sell you on their brokerage. But what you also see is people saying, you should join a team, you should join a team. It's a great place to get started. And so from day one, a lot of people look at our teams, especially as a stepping stone for their career. And here's what I would challenge you to do is how could you turn your team, your brokerage, your company, and turn it away from being a stepping stone and toward being a platform? So I'll give you an example. In 2020, I think we had a top agent on the team I was on, and this person was looking for more, already knows how to sell real estate, selling 50, 60, 70 houses a year with his eyes closed practically, and was having just kind of feeling a little out, right? What we realized is, well, we have a really big platform. We're one of the top teams in the entire country, and he's doing an amazing job. And so, what if instead of trying to reel him back in and get him more leads or a higher split or anything like that, what if we really learned about his desires and motivations? And what we stumbled across was coaching. He wanted to coach, he wanted an outlet. Right. So what we did is we brought him into a coaching program where he became a coach and was able to pour into other people's lives. That has since snowballed into him being a public speaker and doing all kinds of amazing things that I love and respect. And now he's a coach and he coaches big teams all across the country. Right. Amazing, amazing person. His name is Brian Danny, by the way. If you've never heard about him, look him up, hit him up. If you run a team, people hire him from all across the country and Canada to help coach their agents. I have no formal affiliation with him or that coaching organization, but I will just endorse him as an amazing person and an amazing coach. But here's the thing. We were no longer concerned about, hey, our top producer leaving. No, because we created a platform for him and his business, the things that he wanted. He loves pouring into people. He loves sharing his insight. He loves teaching and coaching and training and mentoring and helping shift people's mindsets. Well, that's a coach's responsibility. That's a coaching role that he could very much fulfill. And so that allowed us to take our team from being a stepping stone in his business to being a platform for his message, right? For him and his career. And there's other people, there's other things that you could be doing. There's another person on that team that started a natural hazard disclosure company, right? And we helped them land more accounts. And we started using his software. As a matter of fact, he's calling me right now. But in either case, the thing that we have to shift to is what can I be doing right now to make this a platform for my agents as opposed to a stepping stone? Other ideas are like include them in on things that you're doing outside other businesses, ancillary businesses, right? Like we said, NHD was a thing. In addition to that, there's other stuff like if you flip houses, maybe let them in on some transactions, maybe make them part of the acquisition team or the disposition team for flips on that side. Maybe you have rental portfolios. Maybe you're willing to start an LLC with a small group of people and they, you guys form kind of a fund or something like that, right? I'm not telling you what to do or how to structure it, but those are things that allow people to say, okay, my affiliation with this team, with this company, with this brokerage goes beyond the basics, goes beyond teaching me how to write contracts, goes beyond shadowing me in my first 10 listing appointments or whatever, goes beyond giving me leads. No, this is actually a platform on which I can build the rest of my career, whether that's building your influence as a coach, as a business owner, as somebody who owns ancillary services, or somebody who starts building their real estate portfolio, are we sitting there thinking, how can I shift my company from being a stepping stone to being a platform? That's a big thing. If you have any other ideas, drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear what you're doing to make your company a platform, not just a stepping stone in another agent's career. Hopefully you got some value out of that. Maybe it, brought an idea to your head. I'd love to hear more. But in either case, until next time, happy selling.